Jen, and I am considered the Power Zone coach. And what makes me so is that I'm the author of Leaving Your Comfort Zone: How to Lead Your Life from the Power Zone, and also the CEO of Power Zone Coaching. And I have over 16 years, well, I have over 30 years total consulting and coaching, but over 16 years with being the CEO of Power Zone Coaching, of successfully inspiring my leadership clients to claim their voice and achieve the visions they never thought possible. I take great pride in that. I get so excited, if you can't tell already, my energy, and I have a few lovely people here that I've been able to support, and my supporters as well. And so I wanted to go live today for two reasons. And that is to continue to empower and serve at these difficult times that we face, turbulent times. If you've been following me at all, you know that I've been trying to add value and serve and really speak to today's leaders and helping them no matter what industry you're in, whether you're a solo entrepreneur, you're in an executive role, you run a big corporation, one of those teams. I've been really trying to offer some love and service because that's what I believe in doing and helping you guys. And I thought, what could I also do beyond this to give you something to not just use in this time, but also to go beyond this time. And so today I'm going to do that by releasing my new workbook planner that's now out on Amazon. And it's Stepping into Your Power Zone, 30 tips to create your life, claim your power zone, and make a difference. So stepping into the power zone is what we're going to talk about today. And so why did I create this? Why was it important to do this? Basically, I wanted to provide something that was easily digestible. And I often provide, if you follow me at all, I provide power tips regularly on my different business pages. So people have enjoyed them, they use them, they've reached back and said how valuable it was that I was able to chunk it down and give them something to laser focus on and a call to action. And that's what we're going to do today as well. And I wanted to expand those and bring into a manuscript 30 of my top ones that whatever role you're in, you can use today and beyond. And I'm really excited about it because it's all about, and we're going to get into demonstrating this new release here, but it's all about becoming the change factor in your life. And this guided workbook, it's going to positively challenge you to reclaim that powerful individual inside of you that's focused, that's unstoppable, whether you are needing to get unstuck or get fired up or want to get moving in another direction in your life, career, or business. And these are really lasered focused power tips, and they're going to help you gain awareness and reveal practical lessons to evolve. And the action steps that I provide are made to be empowering and to elevate and to provide practical lessons so that you can evolve and you can strengthen and you can step into your power zone. So what the heck is a power zone? If you've been around me a while, you know what it is. You can feel it in my energy today, right? If you haven't, then let me explain to you. The definition is where you deliberately create your life. Hear that word, deliberately. Deliberately create your life, claim your power, and make a difference with those you lead and influence. Yep, that's the power zone. Can you feel that in you? For some, it's going to feel very juicy and energetic. For some, it's going to feel more of a place of deliberateness and settling in to your strength and getting grounded and so forth. So let's get excited. Today, I'm going to teach you a few of those and help you hopefully reveal some of the magic of your power zone one step at a time and help you explore a little bit of the power zone principles. In this, you're invited throughout this workbook guide that I've created now on Amazon, is you're invited to actually take action with it, because as a coach, you can't do anything. Awareness is great, but the responsibility comes in taking action. So versus me keep talking, let's demonstrate that live today. And that's what I want to do today, okay? So I'm going to bring up here for myself 2 key power tips. It was so hard to choose this morning, let alone the technology stuff, but hard to choose, really picking ones that are from the workbook, because there's 30 of them, okay? Let's see here. So I'm just going to bring these forward. No particular, but I try to listen to my inspiration. Hold on here. Okay. Just a second. How's everybody doing over there? I'm going to say hello to who's joined us. Paula's on here. Thank you again, Jill. Anybody else who's joining us would be great. Okay. All right. So let's get started. With this, we're going to start with Power Zone principle number 28. Again, no particular order. This one's all about time management. Okay. Let me just do this really quick. Had to respond to one person here. Thank you for your support, Ellie Nicole. So let me just read it to you, because I'm just going to give you right from this guide. Do you equate how successful you feel to how busy you are? Such as when greeted, "How are you?" Do you answer, "I'm good, but busy"? There is a mentality we must be busy to be successful, but that's not true. And many people are unaware they are addicted to being busy. Think about that for yourself. Addicted to being busy. Being busy and busy on the right things are 2 different things. One quick test to ask yourself is, can I let things go that don't serve me? Would it feel liberating, or would I feel anxious? Those who live fulfilled lives don't spend all their time being busy. Instead, they use their time wisely and focus on the key activities that will bring the most rewarding value. As a result, they have more free time to choose how to enjoy it. That is Power Zone tip number 28 in my new release. Now, let that marinate. Let it get juicy in there. If you have any questions on that or any thoughts, just throw it in the comments here. I'm trying to follow along here. Let's talk about the call to action that I offer with this. My call to action in here is take a moment to slow down and consider, how do you measure success? Can you enjoy life's journey without always being busy? Where would you use extra, not just free time, but extra free time? What is one thing you've been putting off that would increase your joy? The goal of it with this tip and this action item that you can even practice today with me with this call to action is to let that absorb and think about which point of this tip is speaking to you, is resonating. All right? Is it one that makes you go, oh, and you want to wiggle and go the other way because, yeah, I'll get there when I get it. I'm supposed to be busy. That's my job, you know. Or is it one that makes you go, man, I don't even know what I do with my free time. And I wrote down here that think about pre-COVID time versus during quarantine and now some of us easing back in. There are so many memes out there that came up in the social media about how we're using our time. All these funny things out there, right, of how we're using our time. And how many people during pre-COVID was busy and looking forward to the weekends or looking forward to that activity, that concert and whatnot. But then when we got in that downtime, we became almost paralyzed. How do we use our time? What's my best value of my time? Man, is there things that I've been saying I want to get to, things that are going to bring me joy, not just busy work, but now I don't know how to do that because I've been so addicted addicted and conditioned to being busy. So this might give you a chance to think about the future of how you want to realign your time and how you want to practice utilizing your precious gift, your time, in essence, your life. And future-wise, for those who are working without the employees or a smaller team, there's other tips inside this workbook about how to delegate and how to communicate your vision, other things so that you can get done with less is more and really maximize turning on your profit centers, your power centers in your business. But we're not going to go there today, just a little hint. Okay, so hopefully that rings some truth. You can think about that. All right, let's go to the next one. I promised today would be a little shorter than the last one. I'm learning how to do these, so thank you for your patience here. The next one is Power Tip 17. Let me read that to you. It is allowing support a weakness? Does using support apply to others, not you? Before you answer, consider, is there anything you are doing now that if you had support would make it so much easier or more enjoyable? There's the joy factor. Ask me about that later. There's a whole research study done by Harvard about the joy factor. So much easier or enjoyable. Then why don't you allow support? Odds are you're impacted by the myth. Confident individuals have to have all the answers and have to do it all themselves, or they won't look confident to others. Baloney! That's a freaking myth. I work to dispel all the time. Okay, that's not in the tip, but I'm saying it right now. But here's the thing. You are more powerful when you free yourself from this myth and allow support. So, how does that resonate with you? Think about that. What I usually find before I go to the call to action is, because I work with leaders, right? So leaders are confident. So why do they need this tip? But they do. Because here's something to consider. Here's the call to action. Consider, how do you define confidence and where the myth may be alive and impacting your life and or leadership. So when you're using the workbook, you have some journal entry. You get to maybe journal yourself. Maybe you take that day and you think about it and you document things, or you think about it over a week. And one area that you might delve in deeper here is thinking about, man, what is my definition of confidence? That's a great place to start. To really hone in and think about, how do you define confidence? Not how society defines it, how do you as a leader? And in doing that, consider, what are some qualities? I have some tips in here about qualities of confidence that may be working against you. Quickly sharing one is, so for instance, resilient, right? Well, during this time, a lot of us have had to find that quality of resilience to get through this. Maybe it's in the household, working at home with our children and like, get off our back, or husbands, or trying to be creative like today, trying to be resilient because literally 7 minutes before I went live, everything started breaking down. So I got to be resilient and get creative and figure out a way. So that worked for me, right? Because the quality of confidence. So thanks for your patience. But what if you are using that all the time and you're resilient and you're a go-getter? One area that I coach quite a bit in is in the real estate mortgage industry, one of the industries. And I often find that they have a tendency, and this is not negative, this is an opportunity, right, to step in your power zone, is you'll go, and you're resilient, and you'll beat down the door all day, all night. You just keep on going. But you know what's happening is at some point, you're going to have a tipping point. And you're going to break down. It's just human nature. There's only so much you can give when your self-care reservoir is not full. And being resilient also takes away the opportunity for you to up level to your higher advantage and to look at ways that you could serve better your customers and that you can delegate down into your team. And yes, there are ways, even with being a solo entrepreneur. So the quality of resilient is only one of my 10 qualities that I break down in my overarching book, Leaving Your Comfort Zone. But inside of this guide, this gives you a chance to take those 6 principles and 5 tips for each. Did you learn some things just with these 2? That maybe you can watch back and you can do a little journaling and try them on. Imagine having other ones that you can dig in deep and start to practice identifying for you your personal power zone and how you're going to inspire yourself up into a new dimension, new era that we're going into there, and allow yourself to grow beyond the circumstance and not just go back into the old norm and trying to make it something new. Often like to think about this as a fishbowl that is dirty. You just kind of keep stirring it around and okay, swim over this side of it, swim over that side of it. But swimming around in the same fishbowl does not make it clean or powerful. And I learned that from a powerful mentor of mine. I've been practicing that here this last year. But you know what does make it clean is to identify what is your power zone and how to bring that forward into a new level for yourself. So these are just two of the powerful power tips of 30 inside of my new workbook. And these are meant for you to take advantage of and utilize these in your life. Whether you choose to try one on for a day, you can skip around in there. There's journal opportunity in there, which you can learn a lot about yourself when you let the ideas marinate and resonate and give yourself permission to take yourself out of it and look at what's going on, because in that busyness of our day-to-day and in the stress and overwhelm we're feeling, or maybe in the adventure and the risk-taking you're doing, trying to develop and create something new, understanding how your power zone is working and where you can step in more is going to be a key aspect to help you turn your leadership into your greatest profit center and to become the vehicle to create your best life yet. So I hope that you allow some of these that I've talked about today to be absorbed into your life and to look for ways for your power zone to be more deliberate and to call yourself up into new space. And I encourage you to get on Amazon and type in Stepping Into Your Power Zone, Renee Johnson. Grab a copy of this workbook guide and let yourself go through the discovery process and celebrate successes during it and learn some things, even the subtle differences. The change that you will have doesn't necessarily be big and bold. There may be some. Those are fantastic. But the changes you might be looking for are the subtle tweaks so that you can utilize the energy you have, the power you have, the ability, the strengths and qualities to be deliberate and decide what that's going to look like for you in this new norm that we're going into, and bring more of the essence and opportunity into your life. So I appreciate you joining me today. I am going to start getting better at these and I'm going to start probably doing these every week to week and a half. So if you're not already, follow my Facebook page, my Power Zone Coach business page here, so that you can get announcements of new ones. And I'm going to only get better at the technology part of it, okay? And I'm going to look for you to share some comments below. What was your takeaway from the 2 tips that I shared today? Did you learn something? Did you feel something inside challenge you to commit to do something more, different, or better? And what are some areas you want to learn and grow that you're finding, man, if I just knew this, or if I had help here? Remember, don't worry about the myth. Confident individuals know that they can trust themselves to decipher the knowledge and decide what works for them. And confident individuals ask questions. Absolutely. So throw in there some points, some things that you want to have me cover, and I'll delve in and I'll have another one, and we can do more of these, and I can teach and serve you during this time and beyond. And I look forward to hearing from you and your feedback again. Jump on Amazon and or visit my site, powerzonecoach.com, and check out my new release. Okay, I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your day. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.